morning, y'all. It's Monday morning. I'm just writing my little to-do list for this morning. It's 6. I've been up for an hour and I've just been doing some client check-ins, kind of getting a head start on my work this morning because we leave to Colorado today. I'm so excited. We did this last year where we spent a whole week in Colorado and we basically kept our same routines, like with working out, with eating. We got groceries there and staying in an Airbnb. We do have some friends that live in Colorado, so super excited to see them, but it's basically just for a change of scenery. It's really nice being able to work from different coffee shops, to have a change in weather, to think we're gonna do at least one day of snowboarding thrown in there as well. And yeah, like I said, just have a change of scenery, which will be so nice. So I am just gonna have myself a productive morning of getting some work done. I'm gonna get a workout in, and then our flight is around noon, so we'll leave a little bit later, but I just wanted to say good morning. All right, time for a little leg day. I'm gonna mix up some pre-workout. This is my reminder I need to order some more pre-workout because I missed out. Oh, I just want to camp out right next to this little space heater that we just got because it's so nice and toasty. Workout complete, and now I'm gonna spend the next hour on the treadmill. I'm just gonna knock out some work. I normally just walk at like a 2 to 2.5 speed when I'm typing. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to focus on both if I walk any quicker than that. Just got a spray tan from Jay, so I'm letting that kind of soak for a little bit. Slightly risky doing it right before the flight, but we didn't have time yesterday, so it's gonna have to do. Jay was like, who is even gonna see your body? Like, why do we need a spray tan? And I'm like, I'm gonna see my body because I'm obviously gonna be bundled up. But for workouts, just in general, I feel better when I have a tan. So that's all that matters. Just packing light for the week.
Good morning. What can I get started for you?
Hi, could I have a venti coconut milk latte with 1 sugar-free vanilla, 1 peppermint syrup, and 1 pump of mocha sauce, please?
Anything else for you today?
I'm gonna do 1 venti almond milk latte with 1 pump of chestnut praline syrup, 2 stevia, and cinnamon on top, please.
Okay. And is that one gonna be hot or ice?
Ice, please. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Thank you. Ooh, yeah. Cheers. Made it to Colorado. Jay is grabbing all of our 5 million bags, and I just grabbed our car rental, and I'm headed to pick him up. That is huge. an arrival. It's snowing. Just made it to our Airbnb and we got some groceries on the way, so I'm just gonna unload all of those. It's so cute in here. We haven't even looked around, but it looks so nice. Showered and now I'm cozy in my pajamas and it's time to unpack. Since we're here for a full week, definitely unpacking. I love when I can get like cozy and make it feel at home somewhere. If I'm going for just like a long weekend, it normally doesn't make much sense. For a week, it makes plenty of sense. And Jay already has all of his stuff unpacked over here. Looking good, looking good. And now I'm going to do the same. Just the best vibes, so cozy. I'm feeling so good about this place. And honestly, that's what I was praying for, because if you guys were here for last year's Colorado trip where we came for a whole week, it was absolute ludicrous. We had the craziest Airbnb situation I've ever heard of, experienced. It was actually insane. So we, instead of a whole week, I feel like the first 3 to 4 days was honestly just like hopping around trying to figure out where we're staying that night, because long story short, I won't even like go over the entire story, but we somehow got our Airbnb canceled last second. And so then we booked a hotel. So we stayed in a hotel that night. And then we were trying to book another VRBO and it was saying that it was like processing. And then the guy said it was too short of notice, so he didn't approve it. So we were like, what do we do? Oh my gosh, finally got approved for an Airbnb. Like they accepted the reservation and it was like 3 or 4 times the amount, which is insane because we had a really good deal on the Airbnb that we were going to stay in because it's a whole week. So it's obviously expensive. And we ended up just like kind of taking whatever nice option, because for a whole week we want to stay in a nice Airbnb and like feel comfy and cozy and a little getaway. It was the nicest house, what could have been the nicest house I've ever seen, and we definitely paid more than what we had planned on it, but we were like, okay, we want to be in a house for a whole week rather than a hotel, and we want to have a kitchen and just like unpack and not feel on top of each other. We finally show up to this house. We have 30 minutes before we're supposed to be recording a podcast on someone's podcast, and we show up to the door and the guy's kid is there. An 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid is there at the door. Well, first Jay sees shoes when he's unlocking the door, and he's like, wait, something's weird. There's like a kid's shoes right there. This is strange. And then a kid comes to the door. We probably traumatized the heck out of him because we were like, hi, wait, are we in the wrong spot? Like, is this an Airbnb? And he's like, oh, yeah. And so we call the owner, his dad, and his dad was like, I told him he was supposed to come to the baseball fields. It was really uncomfortable. We're like, okay, I don't really know if we should be staying here. This is very strange. This is clearly like their residence, and they might just like hop around, and since it was a last second booking, like the kid didn't realize he wasn't supposed to come home. Oh, it just made me so uncomfortable. Well, we're like, so is it cleaned? Like, is it like even open for us to be staying? We go in there, and I would have never in a million years ever in my life stayed the night there. It was so uncomfortable and it was so disgusting. Keep in mind, this was an insane home, the nicest home ever, just absolutely trashed. Every single closet you open up, like, why are we not locking the closets if you guys live there 24/7? It smelled disgusting. There was just crap piled up everywhere. Oh, it was just so gross. And so we were messaging the host and we're like, honestly, we don't want to stay here. Like, we want a refund. We like are not even going to leave our bags here. We have to leave. There's food in the fridge. You guys clearly live here full time. And he was like, yeah, that food was left there for you. Oh, thank you for the disgusting spinach. And I think it was like frosting, like half-eaten frosting can. Oh, I'm not even going to go down that road. But if you were here last year, you remember the absolute chaos. So it feels very good to be in a place that just feels cozy. I am so happy that it's during December and I can just vlog every bit of it and show you guys all of the cozy winter vibes before Christmas. I love that we can just kind of like pick up our life and take it here and do some of the winter things that we can't typically do in Florida. And I'm super excited for it.
Yields our tax around $3.39 per month. Independent investigation.
Rushing around a little bit this morning because I decided once I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do a core power class if they have availability. And I'm going to do the 645 core power. It's an upper body strength one, which I'm really excited about. And 6:30 right now. So we're about to head out the door and go get a workout in. I haven't done a core power class in quite some time, so excited.
Hurry, hurry, Mama's looking worried. Will the pie be ready in time? Papa's out getting a tree while my sister and me are writing verses and rhymes. Soon they will be here, same as every year. Everyone wants home for Christmas. No matter if it's near or far, everyone wants home for Christmas.
Got an upper body workout in at core power, and now it's time to get a cardio session in.
They are one after the other.
We're gonna head to a coffee shop and knock some stuff out. We both have some computer work to do. I am wearing my little puffer boots, Adenola sweatshirt, and my mini flares from Lululemon. And then I'm gonna do my big super puff jacket from Aritzia. I loved doing core power this morning. It was such a good workout. It was all upper body and it wasn't super busy in the class, which I like a lot. And then right after that, went to the gym with Jay and I just did some cardio. I've been doing the rower, honestly, just for like the last week or so for 10 minutes. And I feel like it's such a good challenge for me. And I feel like I'm working my upper body and my back a little bit more than if I'm just like walking on the treadmill or doing Stairmaster. But I did do 45 minutes on the treadmill, just walking, doing some phone work and client messages, and then yeah, did 10 minutes on the rowers. So gonna get some work done at the coffee shop. I'm excited to find which one we're gonna go and camp out at. That's like my favorite part about going to new places, is finding all the cute, cozy coffee shops to work from. Back from the coffee shop, time to have a little lunch. We did some crock pot. We borrowed our friend's crock pot and made a huge chuck roast for us to have for lunch for a couple days. So I'm gonna do 6 ounces of that. Oh my gosh, so good. And I tried a little bit of it earlier and it was delicious. Crock pot meals are Jay's like absolute go-to. He does one every single day. He like makes it for a couple days and he uses chuck roast, and I think that I'm gonna start doing it at home as well because it's so easy and just so freaking good. Crock pots are so underrated. And I honestly wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of my Instapot, because when I lived in Alabama, I had an Instapot. It overwhelmed me so much, and I ended up donating it before I moved to Florida. And I wish I would have just given it another shot because it just like intimidated me. But people are saying that that's like the biggest game changer with their meals, and that it's so easy. But it like does all of this smoke and craziness, so I never ended up using it and got rid of it. But we do just use like our standard crock pot all the time. I'm also gonna add a little bit of cottage cheese to it and some pickles and barbecue sauce and a little bit of salt. Just kind of thrown together something quick because I am hungry. Kind of a late lunch. We were at the coffee shop for a long time, so I'm like ravenous at this point. Grillo's pickles. Only pickles I'll have. I just hope I don't bust a nail. Ow. Yeah, that's the one downfall of Grillo's pickles, is like their packaging sucks. I spill every single time. Here we are. Stunning. Same base of the outfit that I had on earlier, but I switched it out with my Salomon sneakers. And then I'm just wearing this Aritzia, what are these called? The slouch coat, I believe. And I'm gonna bring my Anthropologie purse just to kind of switch the vibe up a little bit, because we are gonna go meet our friends Lucas and Amanda and their kids to catch up for a little. We're back from hanging with our friends, making a little dinner right now, and watching The Ultimatum for the rest of the night. But comfy in our pajamas and just chillaxing by the fireplace for now.